Hello and welcome to Cook This.
Hi, welcome to Cook This. I'm your host, Patty Sarkady, and today we are going to focus our culinary delight on La Barra in Riverside. And with me today we have Chef Pepe Martinez, but before we start the show, I'd like to introduce our guests. Miss Sarah Johnson, hello, and
Hello.
Colette Fushimi, hello.
Hello.
And Dawn Ives, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
So what do you have here? I see this beautiful flank steak.
Today we're going to feature our signature dish, which is a brajol. We're going to start with the flank steak. We're going to clean it. We're going to start to clean the whole top. So try to take all the lean on it, just from one side. So it have to be perfect clean. So that way it's nice and tender when we bake it.
So when I've always was told to keep the fat on because it tastes better.
This is the flank steak has two different kind of fats. This is the fat we take off because it's kind of tough. But from the other side, we have this fat we call the friendly fat. This one, when you cook it, it's going to get the nice flavor into the piece of meat.
So do you cook? How do you know which side to shave?
Well, because this is the part where all the ribs are.
I
So
see.
you can see the marks. And this is the top part where the skin are. Yes. So
Didn't know that.
when we we're going to open it, cut it from here, much we can. So right here is our flank steak. Right here. So then the next step, we're going to season it with salt, pepper.
Chef, do you tenderize that at all, or?
We tenderize a little bit if it's thicker piece, but if it's a thin sliced piece like this one, we don't have to do it.
Okay.
So because you're going to braise it for at least 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be tenderized. So then we're going to add our sauce on it, which is a green sauce, which is herbs, fresh herbs made with oregano, parsley, thyme, and rosemary, salt, pepper, and garlic. So then we're going to roll it this way.
I can smell the rosemary.
It's right here. Then we have to tie them up. So that way, it's when we braise it, it doesn't fall apart.
How long would you say it took you to prep the food here?
Well, to prep the brajol is not taking too long. The braising time, it is when it's we have to braise it for at least 2 to 3 hours. That way the meat is nice and tender. Otherwise, it's going to be tough.
And when you braise it, is it only on the stovetop or do you have to put it in the oven?
No, we have to put it in the oven. In the oven, we're going to cover it with liquid on it. So you're going to set them up.
Do you make this?
I'm pretty sure it'll take me an hour just to do what he's doing right now.
It's really easy.
It doesn't look very easy. Although he's making it look very easy.
Yeah. How many pieces would you get out of that if you were serving?
If our serving in the restaurant, our restaurant, which is La Barra, this one is going to be for like at least four servings.
Okay.
How long has the restaurant been open?
The restaurant has been open for 2 years.
Have you been there since its inception?
No, I just started there just 6 months.
Yeah.
Yes. I've been there for 6 months, and it's a very good experience. all the owners, managements. They are really nice people, really good environment to work in there.
How would you describe the atmosphere?
The atmosphere in there, I think it's the best place to work in there. It's just like I say, everybody, it's enjoyable to be working in there. We have fun, but I work with a lot of professional people in there.
Excellent.
So this is
Beautiful.
uncooked
is
brachol.
beautiful.
So again, we're going to seasoning inside. So that way it's nice and so that way we have all the herbs inside. We're going to sear this one, put it in the oven for at least 3 hours. We have to put it in a pan and cover it with mirepoix, which is celery, onions, and carrots, and garlic. We have this one right here.
I see a giant bowl of butter here. What's that for?
The butter is going to be for the polenta. Polenta we're going to serve
I
the
love
the short ribs with polenta.
Goodness. So you just throw the thyme in there.
Just a time in here. That's about it.
I always separate everything. Should I just leave the thyme on there next
You can leave everything in there. Only if you're going to do like a dressing or something like that, so usually when you do it. Right here we have the braising liquid, which is veal stock and red wine, celery, carrots, garlic, and black pepper, salt. Stuff. Sorry.
Can I be doing something for you? I feel like I need to be helping you.
That's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So then you said about 3 hours. Are we supposed to pan fry it or saute it? What's the word?
We can sear it if you want
Sear
to,
it.
but it's not necessary. And you sear it so you can leave all the flavors inside, the juice inside of them. So this one we have to go in the oven for 3 hours.
So it looks like are we pretending that it's coming out of the oven?
Yes, it's going to be
Okay, so it
coming
looks
out
like,
the oven.
but it looks like we have a minute to talk.
We have a
We have a minute
Sure.
before we take it out of the oven.
Sure.
Yes.
At the same time, we're going to start with the rest of our stuff.
Okay,
Which is going
yes.
to make our polenta.
Is that cream?
It's a cream.
Ooh,
Right
it's
here.
really heavy cream. I can see it.
I don't know if I've ever had polenta before.
It's delicious.
Is it?
I had it last Sunday.
Oh, did you?
Do you make it?
Well, as Chef Martinez is
Yeah, it's
working
really
on the polenta, we will take a short break, and then when we return, we're pretty sure we're going to have the steak out of the oven. So stick around. Welcome back to Cook This, and we are with Labaro from Riverside, and Chef Martinez is just finishing up the polenta dish that he's going to make and share with the crew here. So let's see what you got going on.
Okay, right here we have a cream. The cornmeal, I'm going to put some black pepper.
Now it's known that polenta is a peasant dish, right? And so how are you're really pizzazzing this peasant dish up a little bit, would you say?
Well, the cream is just a little bit heavier, but we reduce it a little bit with water, so it's going to be not too heavy for you guys.
And butter.
And butter. Well, butter is just a little bit heavier, but
Is there chocolate in there?
no, it's not chocolate. Next time we're going to do a dessert, so that way we can do chocolate.
Sounds good.
Chocolate polenta.
Now the bread that you have on the judge's table, what kind of bread is that?
It's a ciabatta, sea salt, and oil. It's a rustic bread we have from, it's a signature bread from La Briola, which is, La Briola is part of La Barra company.
Sure. And so are there just 6 ingredients in that bread, or is there a lot more?
It is salt, oil, yeast, flour, sea salt.
Wow. Yeah, so it's very minimal ingredients.
Yes.
So I just learned how to make Cuban bread, and it's delicious. And it's very small, minimal ingredients in it, but I have to steam it in my oven. So I have to have hot water, I put it underneath, and then I bake it for like 30 minutes, and it is delicious.
Well, mostly all the breads, you need to steam it a little bit because that way it helps the yeast to proof.
That's the first time I've
Yes.
ever done it. And when the recipe called for that, I'm like, Yeah, it's delicious.
So now mostly the ovens they have a steam
Yeah.
in the middle. So this is yes.
Really? Yeah. You just push a button in the oven?
Yes.
I need a new oven.
Steams it.
Do you think we can get one in here? Do we have it downstairs?
No.
I think we need to think about that, Mr. Prokes.
So the polenta we cook it for about 10 minutes, just to make the cornmeal dissolve, get nice and soft.
It's looking pretty good.
So
And so-
polenta is made out of cornmeal?
The polenta is made out of cornmeal.
I believe it's gluten-free.
It is
too.
gluten-free.
So,
That's interesting.
yeah, so people that don't want pasta, that's a nice side dish for them.
Colette, how do you know so much about this?
Well, my family's been in the restaurant business since I was 16. Not my personal family, but people I've been married to. So, so I mean, we like to go out to eat dinner a lot too, and
So get some spoon so we can
yes.
taste it.
Okay, here, right here.
a lot of Italian food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, more salt.
Are your hours traditional in the restaurant, or do you have specific set hours where we can come?
Well, the hours in the restaurant it's Tuesday to Thursday, 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Friday and Saturday it's 4 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and Sunday it is 11 o'clock till 10 o'clock.
That's great. Okay. So we're open for lunch on Saturdays too,
Lunch,
I
lunch,
hear.
yes.
And that's
Actually,
excellent.
yes.
I think you guys should be open for lunch Monday through Friday, too.
Don't give bad ideas.
We've been wanting to go there, but it's like during lunchtime at our school, and it's like, oh, you're closed.
Close on Mondays. We close on Mondays.
I knew that.
Have you been? Oh, Sarah, please tell us more.
Well, it's very good, very tasty, fun atmosphere, great bar. I mean, I just look at the bar, you know, I don't go to it. It's a wonderful place. We're so happy to have La Barra and Riverside because the building on the corner of Burlington and Long Common, right in downtown Riverside, stood empty for how long, Colette? Like
I don't even
ever, forever. It was empty. So to have a really vibrant hot spot in town has been super welcome. We needed it. And you guys seem to be doing well.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. You guys are welcome anytime.
Yeah, we
Yes, well, I will be there.
Will you come to the table if we request you to?
Yes,
say
Yes.
hello?
definitely.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
many of our students work there as well, former students and current students, and I always have a good time there. It's good.
I'm looking forward to it. And I think it's a great way to end our school year celebration.
Yes.
Right, so the steak is ready to come out, or what do you think? What
I
are
don't
you
think
thinking?
it's not ready to be.
not ready.
Few more minutes.
So you've been here for about 6 months,
Yes.
and what was your culinary experience before?
Well, I started like a pastry chef. Pastry chef in downtown.
Yeah.
I worked for Lettuce Entertainment for 12 years.
Wow.
It was a restaurant called Ambria, and Lincoln Park. So
I've
it's
heard
how I started my career with.
I've heard of that.
Oh my goodness.
And then I moved to Savory Cuisine, and then I started I moved out to Italian, which is one the dish the cuisines I love to cook.
Good.
And so are you getting to do any pastry?
Yes,
yes.
we're going to start doing nice desserts just for specials and weekends.
That's fantastic. And so that you'll be in charge of that.
Yes.
I'm guessing. Yes. Congratulations. Okay, we now got the wrap-up sign, so I'm going to take a quick short break with Cook This, and we'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, and we are Cook This with Labara in Riverside, and with me, Chef Martinez is here, and I just want to welcome our judges again, Sarah Johnson, Colette Buscemi, and Dawn Ives. And Dawn's actually from Quest Services, so I'm very excited to hear also about your culinary experience after you taste this amazing smell that we're smelling. It's really, you can't smell it, but it smells amazing. And what Chef did was he already cut the steak and put it in, and that's just the same sauce, right, that was baked in?
And the brajol.
And so now how long have you been putting this on the?
Well, this one's, it's already, when they come out from the oven, we're just ready to cut it and serve to the customers, to the guests.
Oh.
So this one right here is ready,
Okay.
ready to serve, ready to you guys taste it.
Did you put anything in it before you put it on the dish?
We just reduce the liquid so we make a sauce out of it. And we just add a little more wine and a little more herbs, and so that way it's nice and have the nice thickness on it.
So no flour, you don't have to add
No,
any thickener?
no flour.
No
Okay,
roux.
flour.
No flour.
No flour, gluten-free people, this is
It's a
for you.
gluten-free pizza.
Yes.
Smells
what
good,
can-
Chef.
Okay.
Would you like me to help you plate?
Sure.
I'm very
Right here.
good at design. I'm really not. Not good at design. Give me a
So,
computer, I'm good
Right
at
here I
design.
have we have the polenta, but you never taste it.
No.
You ask is why I issue the spoons.
I love, can I tell you I love polenta?
So good.
I know, but now it's going to be really hot. That's delicious.
All right.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. This is amazing.
Thank you.
This is so creamy. Oh my gosh. I got anything with cream and butter in it.
Right.
Wow.
So don't forget we put a lot of butter on it, so it's nice and creamy and rich.
Wow.
Love butter.
That is so flavorful.
Okay, now serve.
It smells so good.
We are so excited over here.
Yeah, we're like, food.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Right. So this is the sauce I was talking about. So you see different color. So we could put some
I mean, this
Wow.
really smells amazing.
red wine.
That's a different sauce than what it's cooked in?
It's the same liquid we have
Can
from
you
here.
see this, camera? Can you see this? I mean, it's the richness of the color in this. I mean, it's beautiful. The reds and the browns.
And we're going to finish
look
up
at that.
with some nice garnish in here, which is micro greens on it.
Wow.
And so where would I purchase some microgreens?
Microgreens you can purchase in any grocery store, but they have to be like specifically for vegetables. Okay, so
Okay.
let's see.
My mouth is watering.
Delicioso.
Okay.
I'll pass it down to Dawn.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This looks beautiful.
Wow.
One second, please.
Amazing.
All right, 1
Not
second.
ready? Get something for you.
Oh, yes.
Oh, geez.
Yummy.
Thank you
I really
so much.
Cheese. Sorry. Let's see if
that's
I can
okay.
Do it.
Beautiful.
Microphone, don't let me go all the way over there.
We'll come to you. We'll come to the cheese.
Yes.
That's right.
There
To
we
the
go.
cheese.
Thank you.
All
Oh.
right.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Very good.
This is so good.
Delicious.
That's my first
Delicious.
time trying polenta. It's really good.
Down south, we call those grits.
Grit.
There's also
don't need-
bread on the table for you.
No.
You don't even need a knife to
You
cut
don't.
the meat.
Uh-uh,
It
it's
just
so tender.
falls apart.
Oh, it's just brajol in Italy, northern of Italy, they call brajol means beef chops or veal pork chops. In southern, they call a thin piece of meat rolled stuffed with herbs and cheese.
Right. I
So
was thinking
good.
it had cheese in it too, but this is delicious without
We don't
cheese.
put cheese on it because we have enough cheese in the
Right, in the polenta. It's delicious.
It's really good.
Now, last time I was in Italy, it was funny. We went down south, and the Southerners are very snobby about their food in Southern Italy. They believe, no, we cook better than you guys in the North. It was interesting to see the kind of conflict between Northern and Southern Italy. Yeah.
I'll have to go to see.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Do a little research on that.
What other
This
types
is
of
delicious.
meals? This is a beautiful meal. It looks amazing and smells delicious. What other types of meals if a family would go in, what's available to your customers?
Well, we're a pizza place. We have the deep dish pizza, which was one of the best pizzas in Chicago. And also we are a small plate, mostly appetizers. We have a few varieties like calamari, fried calamari, grilled calamari.
One of my
We have a
favorites.
sausage and peppers, all that kind of stuff. Zucchinis. So it's a way to specialize in that.
And then you'll be soon introducing pastries.
Soon we're going to do it. We're going to do a pastries for the specials and the weekends.
Very good.
But we have pastries from. We still have pastries. We have signature pastries from La Briola, which is La Barra too.
Excellent. Well, we really enjoyed having you on our show, and the ladies seem to be loving everything. I think
So
Colette
good.
is gone already
So
off
good.
of her plate. Thank you so much, Chef Martinez.
Thank
It was
you.
a pleasure having you on Cook This, and thank you for watching, and join us again next time.